VHFA, or the Vermont Housing Finance Agency, is a first-time homebuyer program offered through the state that allows buyers to get a home with a low interest rate and sometimes down payment assistance, and even further, sometimes a first-generation grant. Let's go through how it works, and if you qualify, give me a call. I would love to help you. Also, make sure you like and subscribe and hit the notification bell if you want to see more videos like this. First of all, the biggest misconception is that VHFA and FHA are the same program. That's just not the case. Think of VHFA as an add-on on top of your approved financing loan product. So the underlying loan product can be either conventional, FHA, USDA, or VA. Once you're approved for one of those with an approved VHFA lender, they can then check if you qualify for the VHFA program to attach on top of your loan product. Again, the advantage is you get a better interest rate, and if you have below $30,000 in your bank account, then you should qualify for their $10,000 down payment assistance. In addition, if your parents have never owned a home, or if you've ever been in foster care, or if your parents have owned a home and they foreclosed and have not bought since, then you technically should qualify for the first generation grant of $15,000. Now, in terms of your parents not owning a home, only one of you, if you're a couple, one of your parents needs to have not owned a home at any point in time, and you would be a first generation home buyer in that case. Now, some extra rules that VHFA adds on top: there is an income limit. Check out the chart here for which county, and it's different based on if you're using the MOVE program or the Advantage program, and how many members in the household there are. So if you're a married couple and you have 2 kids, you're a household of 4. Okay. Now, this income limit is affected by non-borrowing spouse income. However, if you're not married and you're just boyfriend-girlfriend, but only one of you is on the mortgage, that's the only income we're going to count, not the other person who could still be on title. That's a caveat I learned recently that I thought was pretty cool. So if you qualify, yes, you get the really good interest rate. You could potentially get some down payment assistance and potentially the first gen grant. Let's talk about the down payment assistance. That becomes a second mortgage on the property. So your first mortgage will be that loan program we talked about earlier that you got pre-approved for. Then the second mortgage is that amount that is the assist up to $10,000. You can choose to use all of it or just a portion of it, but you can't use more than what your closing costs and down payment total. So sometimes it's smart to increase your down payment so you can use the entire $10,000. Other times you might not want to use the entire 10 because that second mortgage is technically due back to VHFA later on. So when you sell the home or repay the first mortgage in full, or if you refinance that first mortgage, then you owe back whatever the assist amount is in the second mortgage back to USDA. So keep that in mind. Now, the first gen grant works a little different. You have to use the full $15,000 no matter what. So in those cases, if you have some extra left over, typically it's best to just apply it to the down payment. So in terms of interest rates, VHFA posts their rates every morning at 10 a.m. Check them out here. They do change them, but not as frequently as most lenders change their rates, which can happen intraday, at least daily. But VHFA is a little slower on actually making rate changes, which is another advantage. Now, VHFA does come with some more strict qualifying. So the credit minimum is typically 640, sometimes 660. Debt to income threshold is capped at 50%, even with FHA, which normally can go up to 55%. So keep that in mind. That said, they do allow for manufactured homes at a higher credit minimum, and they do allow for up to 2 units as well. So now that you know more about VHFA and how the program works, if you or someone you know is a first-time homebuyer who wants to learn more and see if you qualify, please call me today and set up an appointment. I would love to chat. Thanks so much for tuning in. Again, like, subscribe, share, and we'll see you soon.